Philadelphia Eagles. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Haskins. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
I'm not surprised.
Most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles usually
I still wish the turnout would be a little
the
better,
way this
but I
game is
can't
advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus the right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On the return, Jackson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
No, I was saying.
At their own 35-yard line.
I wasn't talking about what y'all were talking about.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Like that.
Play action, he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'm not saying you gotta scroll through your feed and look at all that. I'm just saying, like, just put, like, after each game, just go in there and post, like, hey, we got the win this week. So-and-so played great.
Complete to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35.
Yeah,
another nice gain. That's now 30 yards.
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
You want to put everything on the
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I don't think that's it on the hat.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
God, what is this?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there. That forced the incompletion.
Good work bringing that one back.
No, well,
he
told
about
me,
16 on the return.
Like he
and
said,
that will come the offense as they take over.
Because he's a school teacher, and he said his
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going to tell your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points.
Like I knew it would be
that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a
the
little
only
bit.
thing that I didn't like is he sent So he sent me the update, his latest update.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And that was, what, 2 weeks ago?
Working from the gun. Wentz.
He said,
it's caught by Sanders.
about 2 weeks ago, and he said,
they get
well,
6.
and then after
That'll
he
leave
sent me
them
the
with
update,
3rd
he's
and
like,
4.
I should be done sometime this next week.
A gain
And
of 6
that would have
yards.
been last week.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Upheld.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
Oh, yeah, no.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if
Well, no,
someone's
but remember, like I said, it's
a
assembly, so if you come out safe, man,
but sometimes it's another
you get
player on
fucking
the
rushing
team,
the
a
kicker.
star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Haskins And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
I thought his nickname was supposed to be Walker King.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
He was on top of me before I saw him.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is something else I got to work on, though, is I got to stop leading my receivers so much. It helped that time, but...
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Once again with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd and 9. Now Haskins down around his goal line. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Washington.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. There the Eagles are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. It's exactly what you're looking for.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey.
Boom.
Coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
On the keeper.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. To throw again. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Bless you.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
swings off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Or if he held it just a second longer, that was a sack. Fletcher Cox was on his way.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time was a pretty one-play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Another run with Sanders. Nope. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I can't remember if I can go for it or not.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This one from 46 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Haskins. A throw taken in by Sims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Mike 57, Mike 57. You don't want this. 57, Mike 57.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flush to his right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Because I covered the ball.
14-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They get this out left, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll go again with Sanders. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And
I didn't even throw the ball there. I did not throw the ball
Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I hit it.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jackson to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Washington. I sacked him for like a 10-yard loss, and he still got called for holding.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
13 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks him, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That's incomplete.
Oh my God.
Another pick.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Haskins on 3rd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
4 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Washington on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For the Washington field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
If he gets this damn field goal.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It was a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Because my dad,
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Gonna look deep for Jim, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
That was a perfect onside kick.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The hit comes late. We saw it, and there's your flag.
Really?
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Did you see what
brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Second and 5.
57. Mike, 57.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football.
Dude,
as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Damn, I got 4 comments now. What the hell?
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.